Hi friends, I'm Dr. Amrita Krishna. I secured an All India rank of 186 in NEET PG 2025 in my internship attempt. So NEET PG 2026 date is announced to be August 30th, which gives you approximately 200 days for your preparation. If you feel overwhelmed, you are not alone. The most serious aspirants experience feeling behind in syllabus, fear of getting a low rank, constant comparison, mental fatigue, and the guilt of being less productive. Feeling this way, feeling lost, doesn't mean that you can't succeed. It just means that you need a structure, and today we are going to build that structure. As I always say, NEET PG is never won by collecting endless resources, chasing rare topics and studying new topics every day. It's won by four things: revision, previous year questions, grand test analysis, and consistency. Simple formula, difficult execution, but completely achievable. So we can divide our next 200 days into four phases. The first phase from February to mid-May, where you can do your first revision. Integrate PYQs with each topics and build conceptual clarity in this phase. It's ideal to do a grand test at least every 2 weeks in this first revision phase. I'll just share the resources that I use for my revision. Everybody can have their own choices. The easier to revise material is the best material for preparation. In your first read, if you are confused how much time you should invest for each subject, for a rough idea, rough estimate, just check out my video. Now the second phase from mid-May to mid-July, that is the second revision, where you can do grand test weekly. You should try to strengthen the weak areas and improve speed and question approach. In the phase 3 from mid-July to mid-August, you should do the third revision, in which you should cover all the high yield volatile topics. Increase the frequency of mock tests. Focus on accuracy in this phase. Last 2 weeks of August, you should do revision and PYQs only. If you are having an error notebook in which you have focused all the errors you made during your grand tests or MCQ practices, you can revise that. Build confidence in this phase and absolutely no new resources. Now about subject priority. Major subjects are very important, but never skip minor subjects. A lot of questions, high yield questions will be asked from minor subjects. They are easier to revise than major subjects definitely, but high yield and can decide your rank. You can create a daily structured schedule based on your own convenience for reducing the stress and keeping your brain calm and stable. About PYQ, you can either do PYQ after your subject revision or before the subject revision. If you're going to do PYQs before the subject revision, that gives an added advantage that you know which are the important areas of that subject. So you are reinforcing the knowledge on that stronger or high yield areas. Most of the times, NEET PG repeat the thinking styles, the pattern, not random facts. In the first revision, as I told before, you can do grand test every 2 weeks. In the second revision phase, do it weekly and increase the frequency in the third revision phase. Tests are not for judging your intelligence, it's to guide your direction. You can make mistakes till 1 day before exam, but not on the exam hall, right? Preparation is not just academic, it's psychological too.